Post-game comments.
Nick. I'm good. Yeah.
Nikola, you guys went a pretty big chunk of the fourth quarter without a field goal. What did you feel like kind of went wrong during that stretch as OKC made its run?
I think nothing. I think AJ had the open look. I think Jamal had the open look. People had an open look. I don't know. I think we had an open look. It's not like if we turned the ball over. I think we had the open looks. We just didn't score, I think, in those moments.
Have you generally been happy with sort of the offensive process, even during some of the droughts that you guys have had in this series?
I think yes. I think we're getting open looks, and that's what you only can think about it, just to get open looks. I think the open looks, open man is always win, and didn't do it this time. I think we missed, but I think we had the looks that we wanted to have.
Your line in that box score is a lot prettier than the last few games. I know that's not the priority, but why were you able to get in this kind of a rhythm tonight? What had you feeling so good?
I mean, the ball was going in. I made 5 threes tonight. That helps, of course. And I think the ball was going in, and that was. They were still doing what they're doing, and I think I just had the ball was going in, I will say.
What kind of confidence level do you have that you guys are, going to be able to respond from this at home in a couple of nights?
Yeah, I mean, we're not going to go and just give it them game 6. I mean, we are playing in front of our crowds. I think only second game was the kind of blowout, and every other game was kind of interesting game. We were there, so I think we have a chance, and we will play our best. Hopefully.
Nikola, what's the level of frustration with the past 2 games where it's so close, it's there for you guys to finish it and win it, but you're unable to?
I mean, of course, it happens. Like, some people will say that we are not supposed to win game 1, but we won, and then, the game 3, we didn't play maybe well, but we won. Is it game 3? Or game 4? Game 3, yeah. It's a playoff. It's a series. Every game is different. So I think even today we had chances. We were up 12 in one moment, so we just couldn't finish, couldn't make shot.
You and Jamal played the entire fourth quarter. I'm curious if that was your choice, David Adelman's choice, and then also how does that change the way the game is for you guys when you guys are out there the whole time?
It doesn't change. You don't think about that when you play. I felt it good, and I talked to DA, and he told me that if you want to stay, and then I don't know, did that change whatever? But I think we had good looks, we had everything. So I think we just didn't make it.
Nikola, last series, the conversation was about how hard it is to close out a team. Now the tables are turning, you're trying to keep them from closing you out. What's it going to take to extend it to a game 7?
I mean, we're going to try to give our best and give us a chance. Effort is going to be there, everything, even like the small details. I think they had a couple offensive rebounds in the end. They score after those. It happens. It's a basketball. It's a life thing. You never know what's going to happen. So hopefully we put up the effort and we win game 6.
Beats the Thunder by 7. They take a 3-2 series lead against Denver. Here's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, 31 points performance.
And we always say, like, the answer is never like a hero play or anything out the ordinary. It's being who we are. It's trusting each other. It's playing with all 5 on both ends. And whatever the problem is, we can fix it with the collective effort and not a single effort. And that's all we try to focus on when it wasn't going our way. We did enough to get a W.
Shai, maybe you don't view it as a hero play, but the 3 you hit late, you've been telling us that you're fit for that moment all series. That's sort of the shot that's been nagging you all series. What does it feel like in that moment when it hits? And I guess what are your thoughts down the stretch as it becomes obvious that you're going to pull away?
It felt like it's about time. I always say, like, especially jump shooting, it goes up and down. It fluctuates so much. You can't get caught up in the emotion of it. It's just about, like, the discipline in it and staying true to it. And I could have turned it down and like, because I had missed, I didn't make a three last game. I didn't make a three this game up until that point. I could have turned it down, but it's something that I'm confident in. And because of my confidence, it paid dividends tonight.
And just Mark was just in here talking about Lou's impact, specifically the threes he hit. He compared it to, he said him hitting those threes is like when a family member's hurt or sad, like the contagiousness of the energy plays like that bring. Just what did you sense the team felt after the quarter he had?
Yeah, it was big. Lou hadn't been shooting the ball great, obviously, but that just speaks to the worker and the person he is to step into those shots with confidence. Obviously, they're guarding us a certain way, and those shots have been there, and they haven't been falling. And tonight, he stepped into those with confidence, and like it's clear as day, we wouldn't have been able to win tonight if Lou doesn't make those shots. So his braveness to shoot them and his confidence to take them, but nothing out of the ordinary. That's who Lou is. That's his character, and he came up big tonight.
Go ahead.
So it seemed like your offense started clicking in the second half, getting to the basket in transition, maybe getting your spots a little quicker on the mid-range shot. What felt better in the second half versus first half for you?
Just settling into the game. They're like throwing different coverages, going from zone to man so often. Like just taking what the game gives you, settling into it, and living with the result.
Yeah, Vince, go ahead. Shay, the narrative this season has been about will Oklahoma City have the maturity, the experience to take the next step. I'm curious, how much responsibility as the presumptive MVP do you feel on helping getting this franchise over that hump right now?
A lot of responsibility. For me, first and foremost, like winning is the end all be all. That's why I play basketball, and I know that across the locker room. So like whatever it takes to get that done is what our minds is on, and it's not just me, it's not just coach, it's not just Sam. Like it's across the locker room, and I think that's why we've been able to win basketball games this year. Now we all know that we can't get ahead of ourselves, and we got to play the play in front of us. If we want to get there, we can't skip those steps, and that's what we focus on.
Jenny?
Shay, Mark was in here saying that you guys aren't trying to answer anybody else's questions, but I'm wondering with tonight and maybe even tacking it on to Game 4, what answers are you guys providing yourselves with the way you finished these last two games?
When we do what we're supposed to do, and we are locked in on both ends of the floor, we're able to go on runs. And when we don't do it on either end of the floor, it leads to their runs. So like Coach said, I don't think nothing's been unexpected or wowed us in our performances. It's been what we know all year, and all year we've been building those habits to make sure that we are ready for these moments and ready for these games. And